For this prototype walkthrough, I will be showing what it's like to book a group folder on Rave. I am going to be embodying Zoe, our persona, a millennial who's 30 years old, who likes to travel for events, and I am a planner. I love to organize different events and groups with my friends. So for this prototype walkthrough, I, as Zoe, am planning a trip to Miami with my friends Maya and Ruby. So to start, this homepage might look very familiar. This is Rave's current home screen. I am going to sign in or sign up. So when clicking that button, I am prompted to enter my email or password, along with, if I'm not a returning user, I can register easily on the site. I am a returning user as Zoe, so I am going to enter my email and my password and then click login. Once I log in, I can see that the system has recognized me in the top right-hand corner as Zoe. If I hover over my name, I see that there's a drop-down menu where I can access different things in my profile. If I hover over my trips, I have another drop-down menu where I can access different trips that I'm planning, as well as quick access to create a new trip. In this case, I am going to be creating a new trip. So I'm going to click on my trips and I'm brought to a dashboard. The dashboard is going to show me different trips that I have coming up that I have organized. I can also clearly see who's inside each of those trips. So I have a girls trip coming up as well as a Super Bowl trip. I can also hover over the cards to quickly edit. So if I want to edit some part of the group folder or see what it's like to delete, I can click on the little icon there. A pop-up comes up where I can edit the name as well as delete. In this case, I'm going to be making a new trip. So I'm going to click the plus sign, again, prompting me to enter in the name of a new trip as well as inviting my friends. Once I fill that out with Maya and Ruby's email, I'm going to click create. I'm now inside the Miami trip folder. I can clearly see who's in the trip, Maya and Ruby. I can also see access to some different functions on the site, such as creating a board, calculating a cost, and suggested items. First, I'm going to calculate a cost. The calculator is exactly what it sounds like, a simple calculator function inside the group folder. This just makes planning very transparent for groups. So if me and Maya and Ruby, we want to see how much it's going to cost or how much we're going to have in our budget if everyone chips in $50 for groceries, we can easily calculate that. So in this case, we're really curious on what it would be if we were to have a budget for hotels. So I'm going to fill out that I'm going to be splitting hotels. Once I create that, I can now see I have a simple calculator function labeled hotels that I can fill out different parts to see what it would populate. Again, making it more transparent for the group members. Once I have that set up, I can also see that I can edit different members in the group. So if Maya or Ruby decide that they can't come, I have two different options. I can hover over the icon where I can either directly message them or remove them from the group, or I can click on the edit button at the top. By clicking on that edit button, I have another opportunity, another space to rename the group folder. I can invite more friends. I can also remove Maya and Ruby. If I wanted to add more friends, I can either go on that edit button or I can click on the add button next to the icons. This would prompt me to invite my friends via email. I could also include a message, or I can invite them with a link. So now that I'm kind of getting more comfortable with the group folder, I'm going to start favoring things. So I'm going to create a board. We're sticking with the hotel theme, so I want to find some really sweet hotels for the trip. Once I click create, I can see that I have 0 favorites. This is a spot where all my favorite hotels are going to be put in. I can create many different boards for many different things, and my group members can also contribute to this. I'm going to go inside the board, and I see that right now, because I don't have any favorites, I have suggested items that I might like. I really like the Perfect Beach Cottage, so I can see what it's like to click the heart icon and favorite it easily to the Sweet Hotels board. Once I do that, I can now see what it's like to message Maya and Ruby. So if I really like this hotel and I want to check out and see what's around there for some dinner plans, I can click on the message button at the bottom. Up pops up different threads. You can see we have threads about going out, different hotels, and also dinner plans. If I want to tell them that we want to stay at this perfect beach cottage and I want to check out dinner plans at this location, I can click on that thread and write a message to them. So that is the group folder.